Hello, welcome to Eco Software, the development team for Warhammer, Chaosbane. I'm Jean-Georges Levieux, game director, and today the team will be explaining how we designed the bestiary for the project. Creating an action RPG in a medieval fantasy world is a dream for many developers, so when the Warhammer license was offered to us, everyone was really excited, because many of the team are fans of the universe, and it allowed us to combine both an action RPG with Warhammer. So we were thrilled right from the start. The Warhammer universe is massive, so we obviously couldn't put everything into a single game. We therefore had to choose what to include, and we quickly focused on Chaos with its 4 gods, its unique characters, the bestiary, the colors, etc. We then had to choose what to include from the bestiary, because it is also very extensive and we couldn't include everything. So we tried to choose enemies based on the gameplay they would create, their look, the different forms, their possible attacks, and their uniqueness. The great thing about Chaos is that there are many different monsters and lots of designs that go in a variety of different directions, which provides us with a huge amount of creative inspiration. Above all, we needed to be very faithful to the franchise, so we could work with enemies who are already in the game and who have some interesting skills. For example, we have the horrors of Tzeentch, the pink horrors which spawn and multiply when they die, Chaos Spawn, which explode when they die, and Nurglings, which are tiny creatures that swarm and pile up on top of each other to create little creature mountains. For these creatures, we needed to respect the original game's basic design, so we already had an established enemy. We were lucky to work with very smart and creative artists, so we just needed to give them some gameplay ideas. They then worked on the creature designs, and we could say, okay, you've added a tentacle there, so we can add a tentacle that goes into the ground and comes out on this side. And so we worked with them to develop specific skills for certain creatures. Usually we start with a basic body in ZBrush, then we flesh it out and try to get the right feeling, so you can really feel the character and immediately understand what the character wants to do just by looking at it. And then we add color and textures. We need to respect the color schemes of Warhammer, the standards, so we are careful to remain faithful to the franchise. In terms of animation, it's hard to animate Warhammer characters because with figurines, you only have their basic poses. For the bosses, I tried to take inspiration from the figurine poses I found. I tried as much as possible not to take inspiration from other games that have been made in the Warhammer universe to avoid too much similarity. I tried to use my own references and pure imagination to create the animations. This is a bit difficult, but so far it's gone really well and I'm happy with what I've managed to do. It was relatively easy to create the bestiary because the Games Workshop Warhammer bestiary is already very extensive. There are all kinds of monsters and sizes, and each is associated with a chaos god. So we could take monsters one by one and give them attacks that both respected the franchise and made for interesting gameplay, and we therefore ended up with believable enemies.